Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot over here on Astrology Motivation. This is a tarot card reading that is a general tarot card reading. I do one reading for everybody. Bring your questions. You have them in your heart. You hold them in your head. And listen to the reading. You are called to this reading. You were drawn to this reading for one reason. There's something in it that you need to hear. So take a listen. Feel free to participate in the live chat. And remember, only if you subscribe to the channel and ring this notification bell will you get notified as to when I go live. Unlike my premier channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot, where my zodiac sign specific messages are on a regular debut schedule, over here it's not. So you will only know when I go live, and I do go live Monday through Friday, but you'll only know when I go live if you subscribe to the channel and are sure to ring that notification bell so that you know when I am live. I also upload the astrology, weekly astrology forecast over here, which will give you a general overview of what's happening in the cosmos, the transits for this week. Of course, I don't know how they're interacting directly with your natal chart, but you'll get the general vibe that's going on in the cosmos, and it will impact your life in one area of your life or another, or multiple areas. Very few people will be nobody's going to be completely unaffected by the astrology that is generating energy for each week. So that's an important week. That's an important video every single week, because it kind of gives you perspective and sort of the kind of overview of the lens through which the whole week is going to go. So welcome everybody. Hi. Hello, Kristen. Nice to see you from Sonoma. Oh, God bless. I would love to get up to Sonoma. Hey, Four. Hey, Earl. Hey, Claire. Hey, David. Good morning to you, Kaz Glow. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Avery. So I'm really, really grateful that all you guys are jumping on and joining me. This is the daily tarot card reading. Feel free to share and discuss and talk amongst yourselves. Tomorrow I will be driving, and so hopefully I will probably get on later in the day. But hopefully I will be able to do a daily tomorrow, and I'll definitely do a daily on Friday. If you're looking to ask question and answer, like specific, like have me do question and answer tarot card readings for you, I always go live on Born Without Boundaries Tarot on Friday between like 2 and 3. I'm always over there doing a question and answers. I will tell you, members of the channel always get precedence. Always. So just to let you know, and there's 3 memberships that you can join over there. The Unbound membership and the Harmony membership give you access to a members only reading, a members only chat where you can ask me any astrology questions and any tarot card questions. I'll do a reading for you. So that's kind of sort of those are great memberships to have, because you always have access to me a couple of times a week. So you can consider that too. Let's see what's going on in the stars. For some reason, I thought today was Thursday. It is not. It is Wednesday. The Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces readings all went up. And let me tell you, they are really powerful, especially that Aquarian energy, because Aquarius is where Saturn is sitting, and Saturn is really in a pressure seat right now. So big readings, but especially the ones that are coming out tomorrow. Aries and Gemini. No, Aries and Taurus have, honest to God, blown me the fuck away. I like extraordinary readings. And it's not every week that every sign is huge things are happening. But of course, Aries, Mars is at the center of the ground zero of the pressure cooker. And Taurus is where it's all happening. It's where the Uranus, it's where the Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction is going down. So of course, there's going to be something happening, right? There's going to be major energy where they are. I can't wait to do Gemini. And then of course, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo will come out on Friday. But I will just tell you, those readings are off the hook. Today is Wednesday. It's pretty much a steady day. The color of the day is yellow, and the moon is in Libra. Llewellyn's Witch's Date Book, which I read out of all the time. This is not a paid promotion, but I highly recommend it. I buy a new one every single year. I believe they come out in September. Just the best date book ever. I love it. To deflect nightmares, keep lepidolite near the bed. Lepidolite, which just reminds me. Hold on one second. So, yeah, I wanted to get some grounding stones, which are always these deep black obsidian stones, and of course, this has the evil eye. So you're supposed to put it on the right arm, I think. Yeah, to help, because your right arm is how you give energy, you share energy, and your left arm is how you receive. So I guess it's where you want the protection. Do you want to keep bad energy out? I feel like that's what I need. But if you need that negative energy taken out of you or toxic energy taken out of you, you wear it on the right. And so I always wear an evil eye with a little bit of obsidian in the center on my ring finger, so it will be taken out. But this, I've been getting messages that kind of like make me feel like I need a little extra protection right now. So I got a little bit extra protection with me. It's just something that's important. Believe the signs. And Thursday is a pretty big day because the moon shifts into a new energy, Scorpio, where it's at its fall position. And Mercury goes home to Virgo. So that's a really wonderful day. But we'll talk about that when we come to it. Let's look at the charts a little bit, guys. What are we talking about here, Yvette? Hey. Yeah, happy hump day, Tina. Crazy planet position. Mars is kicking my ass as Scorpio with Aries moon. Yeah. You would definitely be, well, kicking your ass. Yeah, it's really in, Mars is now in the recipe for extreme change. It's forcing the change. It's, you can't run from it, you can't hide from it. And Scorpio, very good at hiding from everything. Virgo, very good at hiding from everything. There are certain energies that are very good at keeping other things out. And I would argue that Aquarius is one of those energies as well. But right now with this energy, you can't keep it out. You can't. It's not allowing you to. It's forcing. And I think a lot of people, especially, did not like my Scorpio readings. I have a little bit of an eye, a watchful eye on other Scorpio readings that are going on. And it's bullshit. They're bullshit. It's not this time of great, it is transformation, but it's difficult transformation. It's transformation at a deep core level where what you value and how you allow yourself to behave have directly impacted what you're living with. And this is when it becomes obvious to you. And that's what's going on. And it's like, in some ways, people just they don't want to see it. They don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to know it. They just want to pick a card and say, oh, this means that, oh my God, your true love is coming in, or, oh my God, like miracles are happening. And I mean, I guess it depends on how you define miracle. It's not going to feel like a miracle. It is a miracle, but a lot of times when we get liberated from our shackles, especially if we decided to chain ourselves, we think it hurts. It hurts when those shackles rip away, and it's scary when the cage opens up. It's kind of like the universe coming in and taking that stupid cage that you built for yourself, ripping it apart, ripping off those shackles, which hurts, and saying, get the fuck out of there and get back to your purpose. That's kind of what the universe is doing right now. And a lot of people aren't going to like it. They're not going to like it because it's painful. They were in a comfort zone. But all of this dynamic and energized rocket fuel, because Mars is their change, is happening on top of the North Node. So the universe is just like, fuck y'all. I don't care about your comfort zones. Your comfort zones are your enemy. And I'm so sick of this bullshit of, no, grow the fuck up. North Node is about maturity. It's about taking on challenges and challenging yourself to move forward and become a better version of who you are. And whoever has settled into a comfort zone is and by comfort zones, it's not that you don't deserve to have a happy, peaceful life, but those aren't based on comfort zones. Those are based on dedication to balance every single day. Comfort zones are where you hide out. Comfort zones are where you stay and avoid what you're supposed to be going after in life. And what's going to happen now is it's going to like the misery is going to come full fold. The misery is just going to come right there. Oh, you're going to be happy. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? You won't be able to stop thinking about what you don't have. And it's not greed. It's the acknowledgement that you haven't gone and gotten all that you really desire, that what you have in front of you, anybody who has settled, you are going to be fucking miserable, especially with relationships. And that's what's really affecting Scorpio, because Pluto right now, I think it begins today or tomorrow, is in opposition to Venus, and it's going to stay that way the whole week, maybe longer. I have to check the charts. So yeah, it's going to impact your finances and your relationships. If you have settled, if you're working a job that you absolutely hate, but you've settled because you'd rather get the income than chase your dream, you're going to be miserable at work. If you're in a relationship where you have settled and you decided to just, you'll let me latch onto you? Good. Come here and I'll make you into whatever you want, whatever I want you to be. You've settled. You've settled for the zombie that is now your relationship, and it's going to come and really it's going to come at you. You're going to realize it. You're going to smell their stink in ways that you just can't avoid, because you're going to realize, oh my God, I don't have what I actually wanted. I'm just fooling myself. So those are the things that are really going to impact everybody, not just Scorpios, but everybody. But Scorpio is going to really get it where it hurts, because it's because of that opposition to Venus, who is still in Cancer. So it's just a tender spot, and I think it's just really going to just impact you, and yeah. So that's what's going on. You will feel the intensity. You will because listen, Scorpio has this. Taurus is absolutely this way. Leo and Aquarius are a little less stubborn in terms of their controllingness. But Scorpio and Taurus especially are, I got to be in control. I got to be the one that has the final say. I got to be the one that, that says yes, or like, I got to be in control emotionally. I can't be vulnerable. Not so much Taurus, but Scorpio really tries to avoid emotional vulnerability at all costs, even at the cost of getting into an artificial relationship where it's safe and it's manageable, but it's not real. There's no realness happening. It's just something you have imagined and created. And now with Pluto in retrograde, with Neptune in retrograde, because Pluto is sextile to Neptune, and Neptune in retrograde is, I'm going to reveal all your dreams. I'm going to show you what's just been a fantasy, and how you have been tricking yourself and fooling yourself. And then with this opposition to Venus, it's almost like, holy crap. So there's going to be a lot of tension. And if you feel the tension, it's where you have been lying to yourself, especially about your relationship, how you value things, what you value, and does what you value really value you? And that's going to come up a lot. So anyway, yeah. What's up, Show Miranda? It's time to put my big girl. I don't know why they flag certain comments. It's always weird to me. I've been feeling it. Scorpio sun and moon. That's tough. New moon, ever since full moon in Scorpio 3 months ago, everything is shifting and changing at so many levels. This full moon in Aquarius, things are coming full circle. Things are coming full circle. Check your calendars, guys. Especially back to when the moon was new in Aquarius and what you were manifesting. It's somewhere around that time that has to do with the shifts that are happening now. Hello to you in West Virginia. God bless. Scorpio rising. The energy has been intense. Had the vulnerability talk with myself today. Scorpio rising, it can be tough, especially depending on where your other placements are. Because something about Scorpio rising, people think you can handle shit. People think, because it seems like you're going to be okay with stuff, but your other placements are going to, they may not be okay with it. So it can be a really tough position to be in because people just automatically assume, hey, this person can handle it. This person wants to handle it. This person would volunteer for it. And that's not really the truth at all. Gemini sun, moon in eighth house. Gemini sun. Oh, that's interesting. In the eighth house, Gemini sun. Your Gemini sun and moon all in the eighth house. So you tend, like in the eighth house, it means that you tend to not like to talk about things, especially Gemini sun. You're very curious about people, but you would not like to openly discuss things. It's more about listening and obtaining other people's information than it is sharing your own. Gemini moon, intense energy and naturally very attractive to people. People probably talk to you about a lot of things. Okay. Let's do this, guys. I didn't even have to check the charts. Let's do this. Actually, I want to check the charts. Let's do the reading. Got my cards. Today is, I don't know why I'm tired. I don't know if maybe I just haven't been sleeping well at night. Yep. Okay. So we have that major conjunction. We have that major conjunction. Mars is a little bit ahead of the North Node in Uranus right now. So it's starting to pull away, but it's still within 1 degree, which is still intense. And it's sextile to Venus. So there's a lot of shifts and changes or seeds that are being planted when it comes to your value systems or what you desire that you're taking action on. So the actions that you're taking now, that you're getting an impulse to take now, switching jobs, changing locations, switching out friends, all of those are setting you up for major shifts in your romantic relationships or your finances. So FYI. It may not all happen now, but it's definitely started off now. We have the moon in direct opposition to Jupiter and Chiron. That's in Libra. Okay. That won't last long. But I feel like, and I discussed this yesterday, because this is Wednesday, right? Is today August 3rd? I'm getting so lost. Yeah. Yeah. So, and the opposition to Venus is there. Pluto opposite Venus is big. It's big. Neptune is sextile to Pluto, which means Neptune is intensifying. Everything is intensifying things. Your dream, or creativity is being intensified as well. It's almost like not taking no bullshit. And then it's also trine to Venus, while Venus is sextile to Mars, and and opposite Pluto. So yeah, you're really being tested as to how have your dreams fucked you up? How have any delusional shit that's fucked you up? The changes have to be taken, and people will take it now, and it could come back around and sort of boomerang back around and hit you in the ass. So let's do this, guys. Let's do the reading. Let's see what the energy is for today. No, it won't. Miranda, the emotional craziness breaks up a little bit by the end of this week, but since it's really being caused by that conjunction, no, it's here to stay all week. Absolutely. And that Pluto opposite, no, because it's, it's going to stay for a while. It's definitely here to stay for a while. Because all of this is square to the sun now, which is directly impacting, it's being brought to light, is what it's saying. It's like the challenge is all of these changes and why they're needed. All of a sudden it's brought to light and you can't ignore it. It's right in your face. It's in broad daylight. And it impacts you directly. So it's going to last for a while. All of this stuff lasts through mid to late August. Yep. Yep. So it's definitely not going to go away anytime soon. We've got like 2 more weeks of it. And then we get a little bit of a break. Okay. God, what do you have to tell me today? Let messages of progress and enlightenment, health and healing come through. Interesting. So we have 9 of Cups, your every wish, your every dream, and Empress. Those are 2 really beautiful energies of, wow, a lot of financial abundance and prosperity, or wishes, dreams coming true when it comes to what did you want to do? What do you want to be in this world? How do you want to be seen? And what do you have? How are you valued, right? It's almost like, okay, 8 of Wands, things are speeding up very, very quickly, and things are starting to work out. Now, this is the 24-hour period. Let's see. Work out as in temperance. So temperance is finding that happy medium, or finding a way to make things work. It's like swift, quick ideas. Ideas are really good right now. I think Mercury is it's in opposition to Saturn. But it's almost like they like the challenge of each other. You'll be challenged with every thought you have over some sort of authority, but ultimately that's the pressure point that's making you kind of change your mind or be more creative about things. Art temperance is just finding a way to make what seemed impossible flow together and work. So let's go to the next card. We have Queen of Swords here, so making very, very practical as well as intelligent decisions. Really, not taking things personally, but planning your move forward. Or I call her my GPS card, because she figures out how to get places. She takes emotions out of it, and she is just very clear-minded. And because of that clarity, she can figure anything out. And then we have King of Pentacles, which sits at our heart, at the heart of our reading. So it could be us getting our shit together, getting our business on, being very good with money, a great deal of success and wealth. This is the Devil here, which is Capricorn energy. So it could be talking about a Capricorn or just business in general, but we're going to keep going on with the reading. The Devil is usually something that we're tied down by or held up by or obligated to. Things, it could be represent fear, it could represent addiction, like things that we're stuck with. It could also just represent the lighter side of Capricornian energy, or Saturn. So we are obligated by the life that we live and the decisions that we made. So this could also be very karmic. And since this is a very karmic time, okay, hold on. Let's see where the Devil goes. I'm also going to clarify the Devil. So 10 of Cups is here in reverse, which means a family breaking up, a household breaking up, something breaking up, like maybe a lot of anger, a lot of stress, or just disappointment in the way that things worked out. This is not being fulfilled at home when 10 of Cups is in reverse. 3 of Cups is here. Maybe you are fulfilled with friends, because there does seem to be maybe an abundance of partying, celebration, maybe too much. And maybe if you have been drinking too much, partying too much, overindulging on what earthly pleasures, which could be the Devil, absolutely, it's because you're not happy at home. You're lonely, you're sad, you're depressed, you're not satisfied with what you see around you. So there's definitely, and that's coming front and center. That's becoming extremely apparent. Okay. Queen of Wands is here, which is major success, breakthrough, also coming to light, realizing, like self-actualization. Queen of Wands is the energy of somebody who really does stand out. Okay. And in a way, somebody who a lot of people covet, and very glamorous, very gorgeous, looking really good. It's the final card. Seven of Pentacles is here, which means it's almost like in some ways you have not found a way to shine. You've not found a way to, or people around you don't appreciate you, don't respect you. Seven of Pentacles is almost like you're going through the same processes over and over again. You can't find a way to make something work. So could you please clarify for me the Devil card? What's the Devil card? What does that mean? Four of Swords. Clarify, what does that mean though? Why are you clarifying the Devil by the Four of Swords? What is it? It's almost like you're finally getting clarity on something that you had to look back on. You had to review so that you can like leave freely and start fresh. That's kind of what it is. Oh, hidden card. Prince of Swords and Ace of Swords came out. I don't know, a statement is going to be made, taking action on an idea, getting a divine idea that just makes you say, yeah, I gotta get up and go. I can't let what my desires or how I thought it was going to happen. I can't let that keep me stuck, is what it's saying. Because a lot of times we think, oh, my dreams are gonna come true this way. And so you keep like you keep hitting the same wall. You keep trying to dig through the same wall. Well, the universe is going to come in and redirect you, and it's going to push you backwards. It's going to push you backwards because that wall is wasting your fucking time. By pushing you backwards, it's going to take you to a route that's free and clear. So you kind of got to trust the universe on this, because you'd be sitting there like digging at that wall forever. You wouldn't get anywhere. So it's almost like you're starting to realize that, and so be able to clearly make the decisions that you need. Just trust, even if it doesn't completely make sense to you. Trust this idea that you have, this opportunity that you have, and jump at it. Take the leap of faith, because if you aren't willing to take a leap of faith, you will get stuck. That's what the Devil is saying. What is this Seven of Pentacles? Princess of Pentacles, you got to try something new. If what you're doing right now isn't working, you got to try something new and decide to plant your seed somewhere else in a different direction. That's what you got to do. Try it in a different way. And then we have Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is interference. So it's like you got to leave something behind. You got to walk away. It's time to just I don't know. You feel like, I don't know, maybe you feel abandoned, you feel lonely, you feel like everybody left you, or I just feel like this is what it's saying is you got to cut and run. You got to cut and run. It's time to try something different, because you've been trying the same old thing and it hasn't been working out, or you haven't seen any improvement. So this is about sowing a new seed. This definitely moving. And Eight of Swords, what's the Eight of Swords for? I feel like it's almost cut and run. You're worried, your fears have maybe kept you from making that decision. And that's what's defeating you, is your fears. Your fears of, being abandoned or being left behind or being misused or mistreated. That's what's holding you back. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is. Okay. Let's get into the Moon cards. What else are you guys saying or talking about? Hey, Judy. No, Jolene, it's not just you. And remember, don't give meaning to every feeling. Let your misery come and go. Let it be what it is. Let it pass through you. Honor it by allowing it to continue to flow, because this is the crunch and the pressure of the day, of the timing of what's going on. So we have take time to breathe out. Give yourself a second. Ground yourself. I feel like that answer is almost just for you or for anybody else who's having a tough day, is give yourself time to just ground yourself, put your feet in the earth and breathe, because of those are two grounding mechanisms to get yourself back into realignment and help like reorganize your internal world so the external world doesn't seem so hectic. Meditation is recommended. Okay. New beginnings. It's time for a new start. It's time to take the leap into something different. It's time, and whether you like it or not, and I said that on Aquarius's reading, like it or not, this is happening. Like it or not, new beginnings is bouncing into something brand new. And you don't necessarily know every. Capricorn energy likes to know every single step of the way, every little thing, but that's not how it is. You have to be really good at improvising and really good at listening to the rhythm right now, because something else, the universe itself, has taken over. Fate has taken over, and you are being redirected. And it's a good time to kind of like leap and decide to believe that everything is going to be okay. Hey, Charity. Interesting. So we have triumphant success coming out. It's almost like saying that you don't realize, it's almost like saying you don't realize the direction that you're going, the direction you need to go. You don't get it. So allow yourself to be rerouted. You have to have the spiritual strength. Yeah. In other words, triumphant success is going to come to the people who are faithful and just jump on something. It's like that's what it is, to follow your triumph, to follow your gut. There's a lot of stuff that's being brought to light right now that you're starting to seeing maybe the way forward, seeing the end of things, finally seeing that things are finished. But heartache and loss, and stand your ground. That's interesting. That's interesting. Stand your ground, even though it's like, no matter how hard you try, I'll tell you this, no matter how hard you try, if it is not solid and it's not secure and it doesn't have integrity, it doesn't matter how much time or energy you put into it, it's going to fail, it's going to break, it's going to crap out. That's what's going to happen. You can stand your ground all you want. You can try to avoid the heartache, but the truth, you already know it. And the sooner you run toward the truth, this is the light, the sort of the less pain you'll suffer, and the quicker you'll get to your happiness. The problem is, some people like to resist. If it wasn't their idea, they don't want to listen to it. So they're going to fight tooth and nail with spirit. And it's going to be shit. Just to let you guys know. It's going to work out crap for you. The heartache and loss is coming because you won't give up a fight that isn't yours to fight. The heartache and loss is coming from an insistence. An insistence. And I'm not saying give up your dreams and your long-term goals, but your dream and your long-term goal. I always say this. Your dream and your long-term goal, success, happiness, fulfillment, to really, really be realized for who I truly am. That's not the same as I associate all of that with celebrity, or I associate all of that with money. So if I don't have those, I have to have those things. That's your egotistical decision that you've made. And that's what's crumbling. And God's trying to redirect you to where you really get to, where you really, your heart is happy, right? Another good example is, I want a relationship. Okay. That's admirable. We all want someone to grow old with, or most of us, and some of us don't, but that's admirable. The problematic is, I want to grow old with this person because I said so and they're right in front of me. And those are the relationships that are going to be ripped the fuck apart, because the energy is trying to redirect you to your forever person, but you want your forever person to be who you chose based on your egotistical needs. And that's why the fucking relationship isn't working out. Continuing to fight is causing failure. It's causing your heartache. Don't fight, because what's clear is what's really getting clarity is what is not meant for you right now. What does not value you, what you will never be valued by, and where you falsified the value. That's what's really getting exposed right now, is falsified value. I wanted something to work. I wanted it to be real, but it isn't. And the value is just going way down. Going way down. So we have Andromeda here, which feels like you're a complete alien. It's also landing someplace new. Scorpio energy, finding a way to realizing you're not who you used to be, which is probably why, especially friendships and other sorts of relationships, friendship, Gemini, Libra, partner, like romantic partnerships, long term, you feel like you're a complete stranger, because as you awaken and who you are awakens, how did I even get here? A lot of things that are very personal to you are going to start to feel like that you don't belong there anymore. Because as the real, sincere you awakens, it's impossible to be a fake now and to fake it till you make it or fake it through. It's impossible. And that's why you're going to feel like a stranger, right? You're just going to feel like everything is foreign to you, because a side of you that has not been awakened is awakening now. And ultimately, you have to take the steps and make decision from who you are now, not who you were 5 years ago, 50 years ago, not who you want to be. You have to make your decisions based on where am I at this moment, and what do I have, and how do I make it work? Like those are the questions. Now, we have Scorpio, Libra, Gemini. We have Aquarius, not really Aquarius, but Scorpio, Libra, Gemini. Scorpio, Gemini, Libra. I think, in other words, you were in relationships where you were almost in a relationship with yourself, or with the side of yourself. We did this yesterday. The side of yourself that you really don't want to love. And that's what you're going through right now. You're starting to see the parts of yourself that you hate reflected in this person that you're supposed to love. And that's where the tension is coming. And I think that especially when the moon goes into Scorpio, which it will in a couple of days, it's going to be even really, really powerful and intense. And then when the moon rolls around to Pluto again, powerful and intense, because you're just not going to be able to ignore. And any of your relationships, friendships, people you work with, you're going to see the parts of you. And the truth is, you are in relationships with these people. You chose these people because you had something to learn about yourself. You had something to learn about who you are. And you're going to be faced with that shadow side of yourself that you do not like. And maybe that's why you chose this person, to learn how to love yourself more completely. And it's like, if I could find a way to love them, I could find a way to love me. It's like a karmic relationship. That's kind of what it is. Teaching you what you need to know to love yourself more completely. Interesting. Very, very interesting, guys, to say the least. Oh, well, I'm glad you showed up, Yvette. And that's exactly why you would have showed up. You may not show up. This may be your first time showing up. You may not have showed up in a couple of weeks. I say that all the time. If you're drawn to hear a reading by any reader, if something about it just says, even if it's just the timing with which it pops up, listen. They don't even have to become your favorite reader. But there's something in that message that Spirit's like, hear this. I'm trying to communicate to you through this social media thing you use all the time. So listen to it. It's the same thing as when you're scrolling through the radio and all of a sudden that song pops on. It's because they're trying to talk to you in words you can understand, or your mind is looking for messages that are going to answer the questions it's asking. And there's some sort of subconscious connection that knows I need to hear this now. And I tell people that all the time. This reading is yours because you chose it. This reading is yours because you found it. You were attracted to it because there's something in here that you need to hear. That's exactly how the reading works. I feel desired. I feel brave. I feel confident. This is where we're going to end up. This is the outcome of facing ourselves and facing that darker part of ourselves, especially in our partner. That's what's going to come of this, is like increased confidence and value in who you are. But it's not a surprise that when you love yourself completely, you don't make desperate decisions for who you end up settling for. When you love yourself completely, and when you can find a way to love that darker energy, those things that you're ashamed of, when you can embrace your full self and your whole, people may be breaking up from their relationships like crazy, because once they can learn to love who they are, they don't need somebody else to do it for them, and they don't need to settle for somebody who would settle for a half partner. Somebody who is not whole or complete. So once you're whole and complete, you're going to go and look for somebody who is also complete. And that's why there's a lot of breakups that are going on, because people are, or that are going to happen, because people do not get into relationships with people. It's like so many people settle because they don't want to be alone. So many people. I watched this. I was on TikTok the other day. It was so sad. This interviewer went up and was asking these questions to couples, and they were asking men simple things about their female partners, like what's her middle name? Couldn't answer. What's her favorite meal? Guy couldn't answer. It's like, what is she there for? To fill your need. And all the only parts of her you pay attention to is the parts that serve you or fulfill some sort of need. I feel like in some ways men settle more than women. I know it's going to sound harsh, but there was one where somebody asked her partner what her favorite meal was. Tell me if you saw this. And for those of you watching this on replay, leave the comments below, because I'd love to know. They asked her partner, I think it was her husband, what's her favorite meal? And he was so off the mark. He said, sushi. And she's like, and she said, oh, this is easy. And he was like, sushi. And she was like, no, beer and pizza. And then she didn't even have a short sleeve. She had a short sleeve shirt on. She pulled out her arm and said, I have it tattooed on me. It was a tattoo this big of beer and pizza. She had tattooed on her fucking arm. And that's how oblivious to who she really was that guy was. He didn't notice a big fucking tattoo of beer and pizza on her arm. He didn't know something as simple as what her favorite meal was that she got tattooed on her arm. So many people are in relationships with people that they don't know. And they don't want to know. They just want to be with somebody and have somebody to invite to parties. They are not in true, honest, good, balanced relationships. And so this is the shit this is the tension that's coming up. This is the truth that's coming up and shoving it in your face. My partner knows nothing about me. Why did you settle for somebody who has no interest in knowing you? Why did they settle for you? This is the truth. You live with it, you fix it, or you continue to settle. And that's what's coming up with a lot of people. It's also kind of a warning. The people that you meet now, the conversations that you have, are going to throw shit in your face that you've ignored about yourself to try to make you more whole and complete. You're also entering cycles to finish up karma, to lay it to rest. We're coming to the end of the cycle. Think 9. 9 is almost 10, but it's not. It's just one step away. You just got to take one more step before you've actually completed something. You have to come full circle on some sort of karma, which could make you be put into an uncomfortable situation, but it's almost done. Clear quartz. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. Feel your feelings. Let them be felt. Don't give meaning to every little feeling. Don't do it. But feel it. And then turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. And bada bing, that's what I'm saying. It's like your true self is coming out. It can't help it. It's rupturing. And, you're going to be staring across from people you thought you knew and you don't. And they're going to be looking at you the same way. It's like, who the hell are you? And realizing, I never really knew you. You never really knew me. Yeah. Because now I have the strength and I have the power of my personality to actually fucking be who I am out loud. And that's why a lot of shifts and changes are coming. We also got this card. I didn't talk to you guys about these. Why not? We have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Stop fighting. Whatever we've been trying to fight, it's being broken in half. Like this is Uranus is going to be with Taurus for a long time still, I think a couple more years. But this is part of one of the huge drill downs. This conjunction is, I want to burst the shit that we have not looked at and kept for too long. I want to burst that wide open. I want to burst it wide open. And hopefully Saturn being there will make sure that we don't throw everything away. Because that's a big no-no. That happens a lot with Uranian energy. They just throw everything away, brand new, and you don't need to throw everything away. You don't need to throw everything away. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Okay. And then seer, see beyond the current situation. This is also a message from Spirit that says you are loved, you are cared for, you are going to be provided for. The resources are, I love you, I'm taking care of you. See beyond the current situation, feel loved and comforted. This is to me like a message straight from somebody's maternal figure or a mother figure, maybe even from the spiritual world, or feel comforted in what's about to happen and the birth that's giving way. Birth is scary. She's got butterflies all over her. Birth is scary, but it's inevitable. And it's a hard process to be born. But we talked about that a little bit yesterday, saying, feel comforted. You chose to be here. The world wants you here. See beyond the current situation. So there's definitely things you're going to have to see with your third eye. There's definitely things that you're going to have to just trust Spirit with and realize, I have my gut and my instincts my intuition are the only answers I have. The particulars and the details and the visuals, they don't exist. They don't exist. What is this card? Oh, see your seeds grow. It's almost like you're thinking ahead, right? It's like, in other words, see beyond what's just in front of you, because what's just in front of you might be a cardboard box. But what you're seeing now is what that cardboard box could be. And what Spirit is saying is believe in it, because if you see it, you can make it happen. So you don't have the perfect materials in front of you, but see beyond See beyond what's in front of you. See the potential in them and get to work and plant those seeds. This is a great time to plant seeds for stuff that's going to really fucking just accelerate and take off. See beyond the obvious, because the obvious isn't where the answers are. The obvious is what's already been done. This is knowing what hasn't been done. And that's that Uranian energy, is seeing the potential, but not just the potential, is like going after and building something that hasn't necessarily been built yet. And the only way you can do that is by taking leaps of faith, because you can't see what hasn't been created yet. If you're creating something, you have to have God be in the process and just go with it and learn how to walk in faith, because walking in faith is how we expand our universe and create something new. Okay. Whew. I'm talking your ear off today. We have mindfulness here. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. Okay? I think that just is what it is. Archangel Uriel, a great spiritual transformation is currently occurring, both in your life and in our world. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter. Heart and mind unite in harmonious balance. And then we have positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. That's right, because you've created it in a different form. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. There you go. Starting to see potential where you didn't once see it. And then Archangel Michael, the path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. I can move forward now. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. So you are not alone. You are definitely being guided and protected this whole way. God isn't going to ask you to take a leap of faith without sending a shit ton of angels around you to make sure that you stay good. It's not that it's not going to hurt, and it's not that it's not going to be hard, but you will be loved and protected. I love you guys. I hope you feel loved and protected. I absolutely adore the fact that you're jumping on. Happy hump day to all of you. Please leave your comments below. Continue the conversation if you'd like. And I will definitely be on here sometime tomorrow, depending on what happens in Arizona or my drive out there. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.